Hi and welcome to the Kindred Kitchen. If you haven't been here before, my name is Pam and my friend V is behind the camera. And we are the Kindred Vegans. And today we are making a chocolate chip cake, which is not 50-50 starch solution, but it is whole food, plant-based, and it is oil-free. So if you're looking for an oil-free recipe for the holiday season, this is it. Now remember to subscribe down below and hit that notification bell and the little like and share our video. And okay, let's get into the recipe. What I have here is, I'm gonna start with my 1/4 cup of maple syrup. Delicious. And I have a 1/4 cup of sugar. This is sugar in the raw. This is raw sugar. If you can use all maple syrup, you just have to add a little bit more flour because it does add more liquid to the recipe. I have 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda here. I'm gonna add that in. Whoops. Okay, come on out of there. I'm gonna add that.
Was that arrowroot or baking soda?
Actually, that was arrowroot.
Okay.
I'm gonna add all of these little ingredients. Okay, I got a teaspoon of vanilla. I'm gonna add my apple cider vinegar last here. I've got 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. I'm gonna add in 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Approximately. I don't know. A lot of things I just don't measure. If you don't have arrowroot powder, use some chia seed. Use a couple of teaspoons of chia seed ground up, or you can use cornstarch, or you can use potato starch, or any of those things will work. It's just kind of to thicken and bind it. All right, see, it's looking good, looking good. I have a 1/4 cup, 1 1/4 cups of soy milk. And then I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar right before I add the flour. Okay, and here's my 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. And now I'm going to add my flour. I know you're supposed to alternate flour and milk or whatever, but I always kind of add my flour at the end so I can just judge how the consistency. And I usually add about 2 cups of flour, so I do it. There's 1/2. There's 1 cup. Let me give this a good mix, and then we will add some more. Family life, right?
Yep, that's right.
I normally use my mixer, but V's using that at the moment, so. You know.
Do you?
Yep.
Okay.
I throw everything in my, you know, my KitchenAid mixer, stand mixer. Yeah. Gonna add another cup and see what it looks like. So that's 2 cups. Let's see what this looks like. Of course, the final ingredient will be the chocolate chips. I feel like my grandmother. My grandmother used to mix by hand, you know. She'd, of course, yeah, we're not going to talk about my grandmother. Because my aunt may be watching this, so, you know.
You want to get busted?
Yeah. My grandmother was very large-chested, which I did not inherit. But she was, you know, so when she mixed, everything moved. All the boobs moved. All right, let me give this a quick mix. And then we'll add our chocolate chips and put it into a pan. And this is the consistency I want right here. If it's a little bit thicker, that's okay too. I wouldn't go any thinner than that, but that is what you're looking for. And that was 2 cups of flour. So if you need a little bit more flour, just add, you know, a 1/4 cup at a time until you get what you want.
I feel it's always depending on how the day is.
Yep. Now I've got a 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. I think I've said this. Oh, I dropped a couple. I think I've said this before, but make sure you read the label on the chocolate chips because you don't want milk chocolate chips. You don't want a lot of stuff in there. So, and they make great chocolate chips without milk, without, you know, oil, processed oil.
Yeah.
You just gotta read ingredients. There, this is the batter. Yum! Kids are gonna love this. And we're just gonna put it into a silicone. I'm using a round baking sheet. I don't know why. I have a square one, I have a round one. You could probably do it in cupcake.
Yeah.
You know, the cupcake.
My kids usually like it in the cupcake silicone liners.
Yeah.
But this works too.
To me, that's just more work.
It is. Cleaning it is more work.
And I'm going to put this on 350 degree preheated oven for about a half an hour. Then I'm going to let it cool and we will be back. The cake is done and it's cooled. I let it cool. So now I'm just going to make a little bit of frosting because we have some anxious children here that want to eat cake. So I am just going to use 2 tablespoons of soy milk. And I've got vanilla here. I'm just going to use a teaspoon, not even probably a teaspoon, more like a half a teaspoon. I'm going to put a pinch of salt in because my mom said you always add a pinch of salt whenever you're using, you know, cocoa. Oh. Ring the bell. And I'm going to use about 2 tablespoons of cocoa. And confectioner sugar. And I just add confectioner sugar until it's the consistency I like. So I never really measure how much I'm putting in there. And if I don't have enough frosting, what I'll do is add another teaspoon of soy milk and some more confectioner sugar.
That's actually really easy.
Yep. And I know I don't want it like a glaze. So I want it to be thicker because I'm actually going to use it as a frosting. I'm going to frost the cake, so I don't want it to be thin like a glaze.
This would work on donuts too.
Oh yeah, I've done it on donuts before. I just make it a little bit thinner on donuts, you know. That way I do it like a glaze. I just turn the donut over, dip it,
yeah.
and then turn it back. So I'm going to add a little bit more milk in here. I want it to be a spreading consistency, but not a running consistency. Ooh, that actually looks real good. Yeah, I think that will spread well. And I only have a small cake here, so I think that's going to be plenty of chocolate frosting for the chocolate cake. Let me get that out of there. I need something to scrape. Okay, so there is my chocolate frosting.
Look at that color. Man,
I know.
awesome.
Don't you wish you could have chocolate?
I wish it every day.
And actually, I might have made it a little too thin. You can see it's running because my cake is a little on the lopsided side. Here, I'm going to pull it that way. There. Here. My kids like to have this. I actually just made this for somebody's birthday. I made 2 rounds of this cake. I put some jam in the middle. They requested orange marmalade, but a lot of times I'll use apricot jam in the middle and then chocolate frosting on the top. That comes out delicious too. Add that little bit of a fruit flavor in there. A little bit of vanilla coconut ice cream or something. I know I can
Stop talking about it. I can't even have it. I can only smell it now.
Yeah, I'm not having it either, so. But your kids will enjoy it. Yeah. So there it is, and I'm going to take a piece out of here so you can see it. I didn't quite get to the middle there. Ooh. And there is the chocolate chip cake with chocolate frosting. So I hope y'all enjoy this recipe. It's quick, it's simple. If you want to alter this in any way, just take out the chocolate and the chocolate chips and add whatever you want in there. You know, flavor it up for what you like. Some raspberries, blueberries, something like that. Don't forget to like, subscribe down below, hit that notification bell so you know when we have videos coming out. We hope you are enjoying your 25 days of Christmas and you're trying out some of these recipes. Make sure you let us know down below in the comments section what recipes you really enjoyed, what you did different, and how you're enjoying your holiday. Go ahead and follow us on Facebook. We're Kindred Vegans on Facebook, and go follow us on Instagram. We're K Vegans on Instagram, and we post all of our food on Instagram. So if you're curious about what we're eating on a daily basis for the 50-50 starch solution diet, Dr. McDougall's maximum weight loss starch solution, go check out our Instagram feed and you'll get some ideas there. We hope you have a great holiday, and we'll catch you next time. Bye, guys.